to bring together.
Hi, and good morning, good afternoon. Mia, can you just take over for 2 seconds? I've got to do something. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute.
Well, this is now the Spurs Twin Lines takeover. Make sure you go over, subscribe to me, and make sure you're subscribing to THFC Tie-Dye as well, of course. I hope you're all well. Let's see. I think we've only got Tequila commenting so far. Afternoon, Dermo and Philip. I'm definitely not Philip Tequila. Also saying, we're sitting back watching Beverly Hills Cop 2. Great film. Yeah, I like the Beverly Hills Cop series. They're good movies. Funny. But it's only about, it's only Christmas movies now that you can watch in my house. We don't watch anything but Christmas movies because it is that time of year. Oh, it's not LVR. LVR? LC, I don't understand what you're talking about.
It's not Elvis, it's Elvia. That's what he's calling you. That is what he's calling you. Okay. But anyway, look, sorry about that. Got caught a bit short. Actually, I was trying to sort out my glasses, change my glasses from my normal glasses to my reading glasses for doing YouTube. And that other intro is a bit shorter than the one we do with the Thanos talking over it, and I sort of got caught short, so I do apologise. Welcome to THFC Till I Die, as Mia said, and also please, as Mia has also said, hit that like button on both channels, hit that subscription button on both channels, as we both head for 2K. My dream, Mia, by my birthday, is both of us to be at 2K. Together, we can do a joint 2K thank you stream. I would love to do that. That would be something special.
I'm still convinced that my 2K will probably come towards this time next year. I think it will be another year because I just think that's what will happen. But Joe, what I take each day as it comes. I don't really worry. But yeah, of course, I'd love to get to 2K. It's lovely to have the support of people, and you can do that by hitting that subscribe button. It's free and it does show that you like the channel. So yeah.
And also, guys, pick up memberships on both channels. Also, we start us at $1.99. I know Mia starts her at 99 cents or 99p if you're in England. And also send in a super chat. We know times are hard out there. So if you do put a question in the comment, we will bring it up. But if you do send in a super chat or pick up a membership, or a super sticker, it does help us grow. It helps us doing what we're doing. Me and Mia have not got big companies behind us. We do this off our own back. I mean, even like Philip today is out doing his Tom Jones impressions just to make enough money to get by. So don't worry, he will return. He's out singing What's New Pussycat. I think that's his latest song he's trying to get out, Mia. So, Mia looks really interested.
Yes, it's very, very interesting.
Very, very interested. So just big up Tequila. Chris says, big up, ladies and gentlemen. Big up, Mr. Welsh. Hope you're doing well. We've got Wembley one as well. Big up, Mr. Wembley one. Afternoon, Mia. I'm struggling with this winter bug that's going around, but naturally yesterday lifted my spirits big time. Mia's been struggling with it. I'm struggling with a chest infection at the moment. I'm on my third lot of antibiotics and I still can't shift the damn thing. So that will probably turn into pneumonia.
Yeah, me and Tottenham took a little bit of a hiatus while I was feeling unwell because I couldn't deal with the breakdown of everyone going a bit because of the West Ham game and then me not feeling well. So I had a bit of a YouTube break for a couple of days.
I think there was a massive overreaction with the West Ham in the way. The West Ham game in the way, Mia. I feel, look, we didn't play well. We shot ourselves in the foot. It's not like West Ham played better than us. We gifted them the 3 points. And I think you get games like this. And I felt the overreaction with hearing Ange out. Ange doesn't know what he's doing. I think it's so uncalled for. It is so unnecessary. We're only, 3 months into a rebuild, into a new project. And as he proved yesterday, Ange is the man to take us forward, Mia. He is the man to get the best out of these group of players. And we saw that yesterday in that fantastic 4-1 win.
Yeah, I think we needed to get over that hump of being in front in games and not losing. That was a hump that we needed to get over because we have played well in the West Ham game in part, for the Villa game in part. So I feel like that we've just allowed games to run away from us and made stupid mistakes. So I would say that the 2 goals for West Ham were just gifted goals. So yeah, I think that we needed to do that yesterday to prove a point, I think.
Now, a little bit news, Mia. Not a lot around today. Me and Philip will be back later with a pre-record talking about the Premier League, talking about Manchester. I'll get your thoughts on Man United as well, Mia, and the state they're in. And Chelsea as well. Poch, I'm hearing, is 1 game away from the sack. That's the latest I'm hearing on the Pochettino situation. So I want to get your thoughts on that. But very quickly, Tottenham's injury, Madison Bentancur, Mickey van de Ven, latest news. Now, Mr. Madison, we know he's been out for a while, won't be returning. Potential return date, Mia, is February 2024. Mickey van de Ven should be back in January. And also Ricardo Bentancur, he will be back in 2024. Look, very quickly on the injury front, Mia, we're missing these players. But did it prove yesterday that Ange can get the best out of the players he's got fit and available in his squad?
Yeah, he can do. Obviously, we've got now a few more coming back with Sarr coming back. Basuma not now on a ban. Romero hopefully not getting another ban anytime soon. So that's definitely helped with the options that he has off the bench. I think he had very limited options for a few games and has done well with those options. But he definitely needs more to have, obviously, to be able to change stuff or to refresh it. So he's done all right. He's done okay. I think that the surprise shock obviously was us getting a point at City. I don't think anyone expected that, but yeah, I think he did. I think he's done okay. I think he was limited with his options, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Look, for me, I think I've seen what he can do up in Celtic, Mia, and I know what Ange is capable of. And if we back this man with the right players he wants, Ange will take us to the promised land. Ange will take us there. Not a problem. Not a 1 iota. Have I think he won't, he will. Look, we look at the deadwood that needs to go, Mia, and we're close to the January transfer window. And there's always a talk of Ben Davies and Eric Dyer and all this. I thought Ben Davies did quite well yesterday. I thought his positional play was brilliant. I thought he really had a good game. He played well with Romero. So are you thinking are you thinking the same wavelength as me that we should keep Ben Davies as a squad player. Is he like our James Milner? Like Liverpool had Milner to fill in. Do you think he's our James Milner of Tottenham?
Yeah, he's very much a vanilla player. He's a bit meh. He's not the greatest, but he's not the worst. Like, he has moments where he's not been good, but I think actually he was very good yesterday. And I think that at the end of the day, a couple of times I think he's been really people have really gone at him. And actually, I think he wasn't that bad. Like the Wolves game, it was just towards the end that we messed up. And I think the rest of that game, I thought he was pretty good. And I know those mistakes cost us, but do you know what else costs us? When our strikers don't, or the striking
Forward
fields
line.
don't, the forward line, they don't score goals. That also costs us. So a lot of pressure gets put on the defence, but I think sometimes it needs to be flipped a little bit and looked at as both need to do better, you know?
I mean, you and me have both banged on the drum that all players can score goals. It's down to everyone to contribute to get goals. But I've also banged on the drum that we do need that striker. When Andrews at Celtic, he had Kyogo up there getting 29, 30 goals a season with everybody else chipping in. Are you still on that side of the fence of we don't need this main striker? Are you starting to think we may need this 15 to 20 season ago striker? Or are you still sticking to your guns on that?
I think that we're going to get. I think that Sonny will score those goals, but I do think everyone else needs to start chipping in. I do think we need. So instead of having Richarlison, who it hasn't thus far, apart from yesterday, chipped in, we need more players that are going to help out. So I do think we need to understand that with Celtic, he scored 29 goals, but do you know how many they scored? They scored like over 100 goals.
I know,
so he
but
actually scored a very small percentage.
Yeah.
So if you transfer that to the Prem, and think we're going to score less percentage-wise, I think we could get that out of Sonny. I think we could get enough goals from him.
I mean, I can understand your argument because you look at Man City before Haaland come. They never had really an out-and-out goal scorer, did they, at City? So everyone else chipped in and they still won leagues. I do get your point. And I sort of do agree with it, Mir. I just feel you just need that striker. And with selling Harry Kane, they didn't have somebody in mind. But as you say, we've got Sonny, who's not really a striker. He's more of a winger being made into a striker, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think that what we need to do, like I say, is get someone. I think what we're going to get is a winger who can play across the front three.
Yeah.
And that way, we need more. We need someone who's going to contribute, because Sonny is a bit of a purple patch player. He has moments where he won't score. And we do need somebody. But I think that if you get someone who can play across the three, and there is somebody who is a more of a Richie type, where he just stays in the box in the right place at the right time, I think that could contribute as well. We could play a different way, because yesterday that baffled Newcastle. They didn't expect us to play that formation. They didn't expect us to play Richie down the middle. So I think that you could possibly get away with it. And I think that when you look at our scorers so far, we have had contributions from everybody, but it needs to just be that little bit more. And I think that we haven't clicked into place yet, but I think when it does click into place, I think you'll find that we will have that. We will have somebody contribute, more contributions.
Yeah, no, I see your point, Mia. I just still think we need that striker. But let's see what the chat think. Let's see what everybody else think. We've got Chris saying here, Spurs should have got something versus West Ham and Villa and Wolves. Look, the Wolves game, Eric Dyer let us down. I don't think, and Mia's right, the front players let down, but I think Eric Dyer also let us down. Every time Ben Davies plays with Eric Dyer, there's problems. If Ben Davies plays with Romero or Mackie or Van der Ven, I feel Ben Davies sort of raises his level to his centre back partner, and I think that's a good thing. Villa, which you just should have took our chances, and that's what it's all about, taking your chances. And that was without key players you've got out injured, so which says a lot. You've only just shot yourselves in the foot in them games. I totally agree with that, and I think you sort of agree with that as well. We did shoot ourselves in the foot. We shot ourselves in the foot at West Ham. Man City, we showed the dogged determination to come back. Wolves, Ben Davies had man in the match, but we let ourselves down in the last couple of minutes. So, it's been unlucky, I think, this run, Mia. I think it's, people saw we've lost 4 out of our last 5, you think, oh God, they must be playing terribly. But we've been quite unlucky, I think. We've just, it's been self-destruction, hasn't it, in a way? Hello, Mia, can you hear me?
Sorry. Yeah, I was waiting for the dog to stop barking.
Yeah.
She keeps barking. Yeah, I do think that. I think that we definitely were like making those mistakes and cost us the game in those final moments, or we just weren't clinical. I went to that Villa game. That first half was absolutely brilliant, but the minute we had Benson caught off, we just seemed to like wilt a little bit, and in that second half they executed their plan perfectly, and then they end up scoring. So yeah, I think that we did shoot ourselves in the foot a few times.
I do agree with that, Mia. We've got Stephen Thomas. I'm still pissed at the goal we gave away. So am I. The overall game was very good. The prophet told you Newcastle were 4-4. I told you. He was right. Okay, I can't always get it right, but the way I'm looking at it, Ange is Moses, right? Ange is our leader. I'm just one of his apostles, just spreading the word of Ange Ball, just spreading it around the world. I am the Tottenham prophet. I am the Muhammad Ali of the Spurs community. I am the greatest. Mia is also the greatest as well. Before she starts
Listen, no, don't include me in this weirdness. Like, I don't want to say the word delusional, but I think you need to take a little sit down and a little look at yourself and what you're saying, because I think it sounds a little bit off key, is what I'll say.
Yeah, I'm only joking, by the way. I'm only having a laugh when I'm saying it. I'm normally saying normal. I'm not mental.
I didn't say that because I'm not going to joke about mental health and say somebody's mental.
Well, I suffer from mental health, Mia. I take tablet medication. I'm autistic and ADHD. So look, I know all that. So I take the piss out of myself when I say that. But look, it's me saying that the prophet. It's only a joke, everyone. Don't take it seriously. It's only me having a laugh. Me just.
He means it. He means it. Sorry.
Me being a bit of a comedian, I think. I mean, Dave's. I mean, I've
got. Is that
Dave,
your version of being a comedian? Blimey, your version of funny and mine is very, very different. I'm going to be honest.
I know your idea of fun is actually getting the whips out and the dog collars out and leading Daniel Levy and Romero around the floor. That's your idea of fun. But never mind. I will never forget the day you said that. I will never forget the day you said you were leading about Daniel Levy and the dog collar. That bit I'll never forget. So that will always bring up. It's going to be one of those streams.
I said it in a sarcastic way about somebody.
I know you did, Mia. I know you did.
I wanted to do that. Don't spread false information.
Now Romero. Now that's a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, that is very different.
The look says it all.
I'm in big trouble. Yeah, if I speak, I'm in big trouble.
The look just says it all. It's like, oh yeah. As Mia says. Yeah, I'm still. Yeah, we read that one. We got Tequila utility player. Always needed 1 or 2 of them in your squad. Yeah, you do. We've got Wembley one. Big up Wembley one. He will never be loved, but Ben Davies has been solid professional. He has actually for the club and several seasons. I respect him. Yeah. I could see him having a coaching role in the future. Maybe, yeah, I can too. Look, we always slagged Eric Dyer, and I think Eric Dyer has. I think he deserves what he gets, but I think Ben Davies has been a bit unlucky. He is a professional. He doesn't complain. He just goes on with his job, comes in, trains hard, does his best for the team. He makes mistakes, and yes, we all get angry when he makes mistakes. So is it a case of that we can forgive him for his mistakes because he is, as Wembley once said, he is a solid professional for the club, doesn't cause us any problems, just gets his head down and gets on with it, really?
Yeah, I think he gets tarred with the same sort of brush as Dyer, and I think that's a little bit unfair. I'm going to be honest. I don't think he's nowhere near as bad. No. So I think it's a bit harsh that he gets tarred with that brush.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I agree with you. We've got Tequila says we need a goal striker. Richie had a good game yesterday. It's not good enough for me. Look, I criticize Richarlison quite a lot. I always say to him he's a small fish in the big pool at Tottenham. I feel the step up was too much for him. But when you see him play like he did yesterday, Mia, do you feel there is more to come out of Richarlison than like there's more to come from him? Do you think we are going to get the best of him?
I don't know if we're going to get the best of him, but has he got a little bit more to give? Yeah, I would probably say so. Yeah, I don't think he's I don't think he's like a lost cause where he's got like he's absolutely pants. But what I will say is that when he played for Everton, he wasn't a prolific goal scorer. But like I say, I think he's got a bit more to offer. Yeah.
I want to say big up to Colin Turner. Since Son has been at Spurs, his best work's come from the left. Yeah, I agree with that. And he also says afternoon to you both. And he says Højbjerg's pass for the I know this was coming. I knew Ramir coming on today. I was not going to mention, but I have to say I was screaming at the telly yesterday at Højbjerg. I did call him an idiot. I did. I said, you idiot. After all the times I have backed you, I have stood by you, I have stood up for you, you go and give Mir an open goal. You just give Mir an open present for Christmas. It was shocking. It was a sloppy goal to give away, Mir. But look, we're not going to get into the Højbjerg debate today. We're going to leave him there.
Why not? I think we should.
Okay, all right, we will do. Mir's asked and he's been given it. Right. I agree with you. Højbjerg's pass yesterday was diabolical. He did play well when he came on. He did what he had to do, but I feel he didn't have options. So I sort of blame other players not getting into positions. He could have played it to Ben Davies.
So when it's other players that do it, it's their fault. But when it's Højbjerg, it's not Højbjerg's fault.
I'm saying the pass was he made a mistake and he gave away a goal. The responsibility lands on his shoulders. But other players, it goes with other players as well. Other players need to make themselves available. I think he panicked. I think he was being pressed and he panicked. I think that's what happened yesterday. It was an awful goal to give away, though.
The time before he fell over and did some sort of I don't know what it was like. We needed clown music when he did that. Because like, what was he doing? Like falling over. He just like that was just a joke. He does things right. All the time, I say this, right? He will do something good and then do 5 things bad. Yeah. I know that's probably an over-exaggeration. But I remember a game where he did a really good pass and then he just kicked it out the next time. He just kicked it out for and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that's the thing with him. And that's why we need to get better. I want someone better because I don't think he's good enough for the type of football we play.
I think, I agree with you. He does a couple of things right, and then he makes an absolute howler, which undoes the work that he done beforehand. I agree with you. But I think he's a man worth having in the squad, a bit like Ben Davies. He's a squad player. But he, to be fair to him, what I like about Højbjerg is he never complains. He gets on with it. He hasn't been first team picked this season. You haven't seen him in the press slagging off the manager or slagging off the team. He gets on with training. He gets on with it. He's a team player, and when he does get called on, he gives 100%. Good or bad, he always gives 100% for that shirt, Mia. That is why I love about Højbjerg.
That, do you know what? I can't say that he doesn't give 100% because he does. I know that he hasn't been picked, and I do think that he comes on and he is a professional. Always is professional. I will say that. I'm not going to say that he's just completely unprofessional. Is this, is that? Because I don't believe that at all. But I do think we need better in our squad. We need a better squad, and I think that he needs to go for us in order for us to get that.
Yeah. We've got Colin Turner. Don't forget there's still Madison, VDV, and Bentancur still to come back. Yeah, of course there is. We've got Tequila also saying here, well, there's a reason why out of Dom and Dumber, Davis is dumb and Dyer is dumber. Makes sense. Yeah, that's actually quite true. We've got Greg Sanlet, big up, guys. I think we're playing down the injury Richie was carrying. I don't think we've ever seen his best in the Spurs shirt. No, I don't think so. And Tequila says, I think you may want to concede, Dermo. I will never concede on Højbjerg with Mia. This will go on and on and on till Højbjerg leaves the team, the club.
Once he leaves, we can finish the conversation, because if Ange is willing to let him leave, that just shows he's not an important player to him.
And then we can pick on another player me can disagree on. and start it all over again.
Listen, some people are saying they want Romero gone, and if that's what people's opinion is, then I'm fine with that.
I
That's
don't want
their
Romero
opinion.
to go.
No, I know you don't. I'm just saying some people were saying after yesterday that they want him gone, and I'm like, okay, I think personally that you can't take that out of him, but we'll get onto him in a bit. But obviously that's people's opinions, you know. And if the manager wants him gone, I will say, cool, let him go. I don't want him to be here if the manager doesn't want him.
I've made him captain of my FIFA team and my EA 24 team, my Tottenham team. He's captain.
I mean, I would like to make him captain of something, but definitely not my FIFA team. Sorry, Robbie. Sorry, you're in the chat. I need to behave because you're young and I don't want to pollute your mind.
Right. Mia, we have to do this over 18 stream before Christmas to get this out of your system. Oh, dear. Look at Mia looking down now. She's praying.
No,
she's praying.
Not at all.
Hang on. I'm just. Yeah, do you want to read out that one there, Mia? Sorry, I just got a bit of breaking news.
So we've got Robbie saying, big up Dermotron and Mia and chat. Great performance yesterday. Phase 1 of rebuild and already beating the likes of Newcastle United, Liverpool, and competing with City and Arsenal in Ange we trust. Absolutely, Robbie. This is just the first phase, and of course we've got so far to go. And I honestly think that we're going to end up with something good from this. I honestly do. I think that people are just thinking. Like we've been doing this for a while and having a go at Ange when at the end of the day he hasn't been here that long and he has to have time. And you're right, we did beat Newcastle, we beat Man United, we got a point from City that no one expected, we got a point from Arsenal no one expected, we beat Liverpool. Okay, that was a bit of a crazy one, but still I think that so far so good. I think if the losses were spread out, I think people would be going as mad. It's just because the losses were all together. I think people are going a bit crazy about it.
Just a bit of breaking news here. Sky Sports are reporting this now. I'm going to ask my source if this is right or not. But apparently, Barcelona manager Xavi wants the club to sign Tottenham Lo Celso in January. That's coming out of Sky Sports the last few seconds, Mia. Where are you on Lo Celso? Do you think he needs to go?
Oh, do you know what? If we do get rid of Lo Celso, we have got Kulu who should play in that middle role. So what we need to get is another winger. So yeah, if we get Lo Celso go, I think we would have to put Kulu in the middle as a midfielder, and then buy a winger instead of buying a midfielder to replace Lo Celso.
Yeah, so. No, I think so. Big up to Lily White Lane. Big up Robbie. Said Porro and Destiny were incredible yesterday. Yeah, they were. We've got Chris Tanner saying, give Red Charlatan 6-7 games on the trot, see how well he's doing. I love the 2 fullbacks. Shame we have no depth. Well, I think that will be fixed in the January and next summer. Chris is falling over the floor laughing at Mia's comment about Romero. We've got give Robbie tablets is a start to calm his headless chicken act down. Give Romero. Sorry, Robbie, not you, man. Give Romero tablets a start. Need Valium at Chris Roche before every game.
Don't stop saying that about my Romero.
I think we've got the killer said, sell him. We've got Mick Harm. Look, big up Mick. Good afternoon, Dermot Mayer. How are you both? I am absolutely tickety-doo. I'm absolutely in good form today. Good, happy, contented. Mia, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. I've got rid of my cold mostly, so I'm feeling a bit better than I have done for the last few days. I've actually had some sleep, which I haven't had for the last few days because I couldn't breathe, which is really annoying. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. And that win most definitely helped. It made me feel a lot better, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it is. We've got Matthew going, ha, all laugh at Man United. Loads of laughing.
And Chelsea. And Chelsea.
Do you know what? I would laugh more at Chelsea than Man United, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't know. Man United just can come back and be like, well, we won everything. And I suppose so can Chelsea, to be fair. But I just don't like Chelsea.
Chelsea,
I don't
Poch are going to get sacked in the morning. Poch is going to get sacked in the morning.
I want to know when Chelsea are playing Man U, so we can have an El Sacchio. I want them both to stay until we have an El Sacchio moment.
They've already played.
What, both? Not twice, though. The next...
No, the next one. Oh, yeah. I had El
next
Sacchio part 1. I'm definitely doing El Sacchio part 2.
It's got to be El Sacchio part 2, right? I want to know when the next fixture is. Does anyone know? Can anyone put it in the chat? Because I want to know. Because then I want them to stay until then. Or they both could get sacked. If it's a draw and it's really detrimental to their season, maybe they can both get sacked. Now, that would be epic if 2 managers got sacked at the same time.
Oh, it would be. That would definitely be double breaking news shows on both channels, me, I think. Barcelona, oh, hell, it deserves to be a bigger club like Real Madrid. No, let's say so. He needs to go to Barcelona. I was waiting for us to win so I can laugh at United. Xavi... unreal player, but shit manager. Yeah, absolutely. Matthew saying, by the way, big up to him, Amir. Big up.
Big up, Matthew.
We've got Chris. Man United are home to Bayern, then away to Liverpool. Both games are being broadcast here on HFC till I die. We're doing the Bayern Munich game tomorrow night. We're doing the Newcastle game on Wednesday. And when me and Philip are doing the Man United Liverpool game on Sunday as a Premier League watch along. And of course, we're covering Tottenham as well on Friday. Chelsea are at home to Sheffield United. The longer he stays in the job, the means there is no threat. We've got Matthew saying, I would be the most happiest one if Ten Hag gets sacked. Get that fraud out. I don't care who's in charge of Man United. I don't think anyone should, really, if you're a Spurs fan. I feel sorry for Colin. Me and Colin have had discussions, and especially about the Glazers and the way United are run. I tell you, Bournemouth on Saturday, I watched the game, and they were absolutely fantastic, Bournemouth. Yeah, Man United, no fight at all. And that's a quick question for you about the new TV deal. We are going to go into it more in the roundtable discussion this week, which is back on Thursday, guys. The blackout for 3 p.m. Mia. If you could watch every Premier League game you wanted at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, say Tottenham playing Sunday, but you wanted to watch, say, Man United against Arsenal, right, and it's a 3 p.m. kickoff, would you be happy to do that? Do you think the 3 p.m. blackout should be lifted?
Well, yeah, the thing is, right, it's shown in other places. So I just think there's so many people who can't get to games, and it's to encourage people to go to games, right, and to go to local games. Obviously, there's like football outside the Premier League, but I just think that they're sort of shooting themselves in the foot by not letting us have them, because people just end up watching them anyway. Yeah. If you want to watch it, is what I'm trying to say, is if you really want to watch it, you will find a way to watch it. I'm not telling you how, because of course we're not promoting anything as of such, but if you really want to watch it, you'll find a way. And so what they're doing is just shooting themselves in the foot with money, because they could get that money instead. They could get that money.
I mean, over here, Mia, we got Premier Sports. We get a 3 p.m. kickoff every Saturday over here, which is a paid prescription. But I feel unlucky, like the 23rd. Me and Philip are doing the watch along on Saturday, because we got Tottenham Everton here on Premier Sports. But you in England will have to wait to 9:30 or 10 at night to watch it a match of the day. I think it's unfair, and I think also this argument of saying that it's taken away from the non-league sides and the lower league sides, I think it's a bit of a non-starter, to be fair, because if you're going to want to go and watch your team, you're going to watch it. If you're going to, what about the people that can't get out? What the people that are at home that are ill and then can't get out for whatever reason, in wheelchairs or whatever disabilities they have, and they can't go out to a football match, and their way of watching the match is on the telly? I think for people like that, it would be I think it would open up a whole new world to them, that they would have a pick of what game they want to watch and give them a bit of cheer when the rest of the week's a struggle. I mean, the way I think about it, man. But look, we'll talk more about that on Thursday. We've got Arsenal for life. Big up. It says waving a hand. Big up Arsenal for life. Thank you for coming in. We welcome all fans in here as long as you're respectful. That is all we ask for, is you to be respectful. Chris
and also, what happened, mate, at Aston Villa? Just saying.
Yeah. Can I just say...
Also, if you're going to come in here, we will banter you if you lose. Yeah. That's something. And you can banter us if we lose.
We don't mind banter
us, that's fine.
Yeah, it's respectful banter, isn't it, Mia? All I
That's
can
right.
say, I am so glad we didn't buy Raya. I am so happy we got Vicario. We got
And
Vicario.
also, you're one
Yeah,
of these.
yeah. No, Mia, they walked around with the Luton. We beat the Luton Town competition. Do you walk
They
down? They
just
had the,
about beat them. We beat a 10-man Luton. What are they
I
chatting
said,
about?
that we beat them with 10 men, and we didn't even concede a goal. I did that watch along actually with Bobby and Benny, and big up to Bobby and Benny too over the Full Time Sports Network. Benny from the Armory, absolute Mia, golden fella. He's an Arsenal fan, but he's one of the nicest fans you'll ever wish to meet. He banters, but he banters respectively. And you want to see them. I was there sniggering and laughing, shooting. I was singing Luton from Super Luton from Kenilworth Road right at one point. And it was so fun. The two of them were going. And I'm thinking to myself, everyone's slagging Tottenham. Everyone's slagging Tottenham. And you lot can't even beat Luton. Man City struggled to beat Luton yesterday, by the way.
I know.
They really struggled to beat Luton. And where's everyone on Pep's back? The way Man United are playing. Arsenal will never win anything big while Arteta's at the club. Even Tony Adams said that. And look, I know Tony Adams is an Arsenal captain. I read his autobiography. I really respect that man for the way he's come back from his challenges in life and the way he's come back from whatever he's had to face. And it takes more of a man, I think, to come more. You show more of a person you are when you come back from these demons. And he's beaten these demons, and he's out now, putting it around and helping other people where he was. So fair play to Tony Adams. I do know me. I'll give it due where it's due. But big up Arsenal for life. Welcome to the channel and Ben Steen. We've got where we got Tequila saying the VPN in Feb for me next year. Then we'll watch all them. We watch them all at 3 p.m. Yeah, Tequila, you, me, and here. So there you go. We've got Chris Welsh. At the moment, I'd tell disability fans of Carlisle United not to watch the shite. Full stop. Fair enough. Big up, Chris. He's a good dude, Domo. Takes banter well. We're big up. And also, Shay Arsenal's come in as well. Two good lads, actually. Shay Arsenal and Arsenal for life. Let's get some plugs in, shall we? Big up. And there is me as plug-in channel in there. Everyone get over Spurs between the lines. And we also got the Full Time Sports Network as well, our partners channel. Also there. And bless him as well. He's put our channel in as well. Cheers to Tequila. Our top mod. Tequila is the mod for putting the every stream here. Tequila always puts in your link into our stream and I have no problem with that.
Tequila, see, even when you give me the hard time on my channel, but you're actually a nice guy when I'm not.
He's
even
tired now. He says, "Right, Tequila, just sit back, relax, and just watch the stream, and just keep an eye out for any knobheads." And he says, "I'll sub to your YouTube." Oh well, big up Shay Arsenal. That is very kind of you, man. Why not pick up a membership as well? Just become a Sunny member. It's only $1.99. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. And on the 16th, guys, what date are we today, Mia? This Saturday morning, we are covering the Tottenham Arsenal Ladies North London Derby from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I think it's from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So this is live broadcast here and also on the Full Time Sports Network. So there you go. So Mia, let's crack into it. Let's crack into the game. That's what they're here for. Of course, Tottenham beat Newcastle 4-1 at the fantastic, the best stadium in the world. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 61,171 were crammed into there. Chris Kavanagh was the referee. Very quick shout on Chris Kavanagh, Mia. I thought he had a good game, actually, as a referee. I thought he refereed that game very well. Actually.
I thought he did as well. I don't think he was too bad at all.
And also get over to Tequila's gaming channel, the Play Pouch. Yeah, definitely. I love watching it. Do you know what, Tequila? I can't sleep. I find it hard to get to sleep at night. So I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube to help me put me to sleep. But when I watch your channel, I want to get to the end. I want to know what happens next. You just grab people in, Tequila. So big up, sir. And welcome. Well, look, Mia, there are the stats. We had 56.2 possession to Newcastle's 43, 12 shots on target, out of 23 shots, 9 for Newcastle, 3 on target. We sort of the profession on the stats wise, Mia, we dominated the game by the looks of that, apart from the corners.
Yeah, we
But
did dominate.
yeah, yeah, we did dominate. And look, a great result as well, 4-1. Absolutely fantastic. This was the starting 11. We've got Vicario on goal. Mia, do you want to go through your player ratings? Because I do you know what? Ladies first, as always.
No, you do it. And if you want to watch mine, go and watch my show this morning because I can't remember what I gave everybody, so I don't want to contradict myself.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give I'm gonna give Vicario an 8. I'm gonna give the back four an 8 as well. I think all of them played brilliantly yesterday. I'm gonna give Basuma and Sarah an 8. Gonna give Johnson a 7.5. I didn't think he was that good yesterday. I'm gonna give Kulu 9. I thought he was outstanding yesterday. 8.5 for Sonny, and for Richarlison, I'm gonna give Richarlie 10. 10 out of 10. I think he's been under an awful lot of stick. He's came back and he grabbed these both goals well. He never gives up. He always tries. And I've been hard on Richie. I'll admit that. I hasn't been his biggest fan, but I was so pleased from yesterday. But Mia, as a group, as a team, they played as one yesterday, didn't they? Everyone played their part yesterday.
Yeah,
and Basuma and Sarr back in the middle. Do you think that changed Tottenham's midfield when they have Basuma and Sarr together?
Yeah, because I think people don't realise how much Sarr does. He works for the whole 90 minutes. He's up and down. He's everywhere. He has got an engine on him. He's box to box. He's just literally got such a good engine on him and he works so incredibly hard that I think it is underestimated how much we need that in that midfield. And I think he works really well with Basuma because he can cover a lot of other players. He's just everywhere, getting his foot in and collecting the ball and even taking it forward. Like he's confident going forward as well. Sarr. His end product isn't that great, but I think going forward, he's very confident on the ball. So I think we missed that a lot. I think we really did.
Do you think Sonny was injured yesterday? That's why he was put out in the wing instead of playing him up the middle.
No, I don't think so. I think that because we wanted to do something different, because we knew that Sonny can create, and if Rich is in the right place at the right time, that he will get those goals. So no, I don't think it was that at all.
Yeah. Well, look, I want to say big up to a few players in this team. Firstly, Richarlison, absolutely fantastic. It's 2 goals. It's his 3rd goal in 13 appearances this season for Tottenham. 5 as sub Mia. He scored, of course, 1 in the League Cup to we lost to Fulham. But do you think Richarlison will come good, Mia? Do you think this might kickstart his career at Tottenham?
Well, what's version of what is coming good? I think that he can score some more goals for sure, but I think he'll still leave in summer because I don't think he is good enough still. I wanted him to come good, but even if he scores 5 goals or 10 goals, even if he scores 10 goals for us, right, it's still probably somebody who I can see leaving in the summer.
And also Kulu, wherever he plays, Mia, wherever he plays, he's been outstanding this season for me. If it's been on the wing, I think
on the wing, I gave him a lot of props because on the wing, I said he holds up the ball, he draws players to him, and he's very strong. But the fact he cuts back, I can see is frustrating for people, and I can understand why. In the middle, he is immense. He should not play on the wing again. Only through that middle, man. He is so good through the middle.
Everyone's saying we need to get a backup for Maddison. There's your backup. There is your backup there. I thought he was immense yesterday. And look, even on the wing, I think I rarely do. Kulu does give his all. He may not get it right all the time in the wing, but he drives at defenses. That's what I love about Kulu. He runs at them. He panics them. He makes them mistakes. And then once you've got Porro running up that ring behind him and him getting crosses in, and you look at Sonny yesterday for the cross for Destiny's first goal, Mia. Absolutely. Even for the second one, he left Trippier on the ground for Richie's goal. Absolutely brilliant. So look, Cooley for me, absolutely. He really is the backup for Maddison in there. And also, Mia, Destiny Udogie scored his first goal for the club yesterday. Absolutely delight from took his goal brilliantly as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely, what a find and what a buy. He's a great defender. him and Porro on the fullbacks for me have been fantastic. Have we now found the replacements for Danny Rose, Trippier, Van, and Jan and Toby? Have we now found the back four to replace that back four we had on the patch?
Yeah, I think so. I think they work well together, all four of them. I think what's good about Adoji is that he goes on the outside and comes in on the inside, so you never know where he's going to be. It's hard to track him, and that's why he manages to get away, I think, for his goal, because I don't think anybody was tracking him, because he come in on the inside and was in the bloody centre of the goal, like in the box. Like, nobody's going to think that your centre back's going to be there, right? Like, that your full back's going to be there. So it's mad, like, that anyone would think that. So I think that he is excellent, and what he does is brilliant. So I do think we have got really good, but we do need to have two that can come in and be good too. But my point would be, if we get a left-footed centre back, we do know that with Van de Ven, he can play that position. But I still think we need somebody to cover Porro better than Royale.
Yeah, we just need backups, don't we? We need a squad of backups.
That will come.
That will come in time. Now, Mia, this is the top 5 of the Premier League, because Liverpool at the top of the league. Chris will be happy with that. A point clear of Arsenal, 2 points clear of Aston Villa, 3 points clear of Man City. Look, Mia, if somebody had said to you at the start of the season, right, we're 7 points behind the leaders, we're only a point behind top 4, a win on Friday, win top 4. I think no, will we? Goal difference? No, we won't. I don't know. Would we? No, I don't think we will do.
No.
I don't. No. But we'll be there and thereabouts, Mia. Yeah. This sort of puts down the fans beforehand, and the negative fans now are saying, Angie's out. Angie's not doing well. This is not what we want. You can't keep sacking managers all the time. Is you've got the players got to take some responsibility. But do you see Tottenham? This is fantastic for us. Absolutely over the moon with us. Hello, Mr. Brady.
Good evening, everybody.
You decided to turn up then.
Oh, sorry, jeez. I should have been here 2 hours ago. I'm only getting home now.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Part-time. You just get part-time wages now.
Yeah. How are you, Mia? At least you're not talking, but that's me. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you, Philip.
Good,
How are you?
Good. I'm glad there's somebody civil in the house.
Philip,
I know. Just can't get the staff nowadays.
I know that you can't get the staff.
I know. It's so hard, isn't it? Yeah.
Me and Mia were talking about you were promoting your new single, What's New Pussycat, the re-release of your greatest hits. So we knew.
No, actually, I've renamed it. Yeah? It's called What's New Dermatron.
There you go. See, there you go. I got a song called after me now by the great Tom Jones. I've made it. Very quickly, Philip. Sorry, Mia, to do this. I go back to the team. This is the team. I hope you like the new idea I've come up with the team. For
very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
What's your team ratings for yesterday?
Oh, give them all 10. Yeah. No, seriously. Vicario, I think he had one save to make, didn't he? Maybe one. Pedro Porro, 9 out of 10. Superb. He's our Trent Alexander-Arnold, really. He's turning into that type of player. Romero, I'll give him 11, and if only for that tackle that he done at the end and got away with it. The Romero was very good. Ben Davis, excellent. Really was. I give him a 9.
It was his positional play, wasn't it, Philip? Yesterday.
Well, I mean, he stopped Newcastle from going ahead in the first 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
With that interception, you know. Udogie had a very good game as well. I mean, you couldn't fault any of them, really.
No.
Now, Brendan Johnson had a good game too. Kulichevsky really played. He's fitting that number 10 role extremely well. Basuma and Sarr are back. The band's back together again. I think that's the best way of putting that. Sonny was excellent, and Richarlison, you know, while. He gives everything, and thank God he got these goals yesterday, because that will boost him now for the coming matches. So, yeah, I mean, it's very, very hard to fault that team last night. It was an easy watch. when you look at it, I mean, I know the second half against West Ham was such a nightmare to watch. And I was scared maybe at the first 10 minutes that it might become again the same with Newcastle. But we dug in, and Newcastle ran out of steam. In all fairness, they did run out of steam, you know.
They did. And look, and this is the top 5, of course. We've talked about Richarlison and Kulu and Destiny. This is the top 5. We've got Martin saying here, guys, that the top 5 should be the same top 5 at the end of the season, but in a different order. Mia,
Possibly.
I never got your answer on the question. Has this now showed the anti-Ange brigade that Tottenham are in a very good place? We are heading somewhere to be where we are after 16 games.
Yeah, I think people probably are quite reactionary, but I think that's more online fans. When I went to the game, people just aren't as reactionary. I think the online fan base give the fans a bit of a name, like that everybody's quite reactionary, when I actually don't believe that's true. I don't think that everybody is reactionary like that. I think that it's just those few loud ones that are like, oh, we want Ange out, we're doubting Ange or whatever. I think they're just loud, but I think the majority of people didn't want Ange out. I think that would be very silly this early on.
And Philip, did you think this is where we'd be around 16 games in, or did you think we'd be further down? Are you surprised we're in 5th?
Well, I keep saying we're ahead of the curve. We're ahead of where we thought we would be. So yeah, I presume I thought we were maybe 7th or 8th or sometime around that after 15 or 16 matches. I mean, let's face it, we're actually in a false position. We should be a lot higher. We really should be a lot higher. I mean, I reckon we're at least 6 points off what we should have, and 39 points would put us. What would that put us? 30 points. Put us 36. We'll be set. We'll be joined second with Arsenal. Well, we should be there, and only for those few bad games, which will not be repeated. That's our bad patch for the season gone now. And if I was Nottingham Forest, I'd be concerned about Friday night, because if Spurs carry on playing like they did on yesterday against Forest, who are not nearly as good as Newcastle, we'll bury them.
Yeah, we will. I agree with you, Philip. Big up to Kate, just to go love Spurs. She says, big up Dermot, Mia, and Philip. Big up, Kate. Great to see you in the chat, and I hope Jim is doing all right as well. If you are enjoying this, please hit the like button and subscription button on all channels. Please also on our channel, on the Full-Time Sports Network, our partner channel, on Mia's channel as well, and on Kate's channel as well. And also pick up your memberships as well. It helps all of us grow. We all want to grow together as channels. We'll all stick by one another. So we all want to chat. So please help it. I know it's financially hard. So I just got to go for 2 minutes, guys. So just continue that bit on, Philip.
Yeah. Mia, what were you feeding Romero in the last week or so?
Do you know what? I'm somebody, right, who has always said if I thought he deserved that red, I'd say he deserved a red. And look, when he did get a red, I was like, no, he deserved that. Yesterday, I felt like he slipped, to be honest with you. And I think it made it look a lot worse than what it was, because without that slipping, I think his foot wouldn't have carried on, if that makes sense. But he was slipping and it made his foot, because if you remember, there was a few challenges that Newcastle did, and I was a bit like, oh, but it was because they slipped that he didn't blow up for them. He didn't really take much notice of them because they were more of a slip than anything. So I think that it was a slippery surface.
It wasn't as bad a tackle as the one against Chelsea, all right. But I'll tell you, when you've got the likes of Gary Neville howling for a red card, Gary Neville wants a good kick in the arse, in my opinion.
Right.
Hello.
Sorry, Philip. I just want to say about Gary Neville. I watched his podcast last night afterwards, and he was very complimentary about Tottenham and the way we're playing, and the way that he enjoys coming to watch us play, and the way Ange has got the way Ange has got us playing. So I can understand. I know he says about Romero and that, and I think he can be a bit controversial with his views, but he does like watching us play.
Oh, okay. Well, it's as if he never put in a bad tackle in his life. You know, he's he's the holy saint with the halo over his head. I mean, he could put in a bad tackle when he wanted in his day. And in fact, Jamie Redknapp was quite complimentary about us as well after the match. You know, so I mean, geez, something's changing. Something's changing.
Now, this is
sorry, lad. I'll be back in a sec. I'll be back in 1 sec.
See, that was Gary Neville ringing them. Gary Neville, what are you talking about me, Philip? This is Gary Neville. Did you ever hear that YouTube video of him, the kid prank calling him? You're on mute, Mia. You're on mute.
Sorry. No, I didn't know.
It's the most fun. I'll find it for you and I'll send it to you. It is flipping hilarious. Now, this was the first tackle, Mia, on Callum Wilson. As you can see, guys, we are the 5th in the league for the yellow cards with 42 and 3 red cards. We're 2nd in the league for that. Now, this is of course, the whole thing of our season. 42 yellow cards, 3 reds, 114 fouls, and 35 offside. Now, this was the tackle. Now, I'm going to read out what the rules are, and then we're going to go back to this because me and Mia have similar answers to this tackle. Now, according to the FA rules, a tackle or a challenge that endangers the safety of an opponent or uses excessive force or brutality must be sanctioned as serious foul play. It continues, any player who lunges at an opponent in challenging for the ball from the front, from the side, or from behind uses one or both legs with an opponent is guilty of serious foul play. It seems as though VAR did not deem Romero's challenge worthy of a red card this time around. So, Mia, look, I'll start off this bit. We both agree it wasn't a red card yesterday. I've said it before, do you feel Romero's reputation sort of goes ahead of him for how he plays?
Yeah, of course his reputation does precede him, and that is going to happen with a player like Romero. Let's be honest. But there's many a player in the past that had those kind of reputations. You know, you could look at there's so many players that have been a bit nasty. Roy Keane, mate, he was a player there was quite plenty of those type of players around. But yeah, I think he does have a reputation, and I think if he gives a referee a call to make, I think he's silly to do that. But I do think that he does lose his head. But I do think that the one that everyone was saying was red card, I don't think it's red card, in my personal opinion.
I don't either, and I will get Philip's view on this when it comes back. But this from Martin 958, big up Martin, it says, when Segi is available, could he play on the top left side and Zerp rights back to centre forward? Richie has a sub for Son. I think Cess might do better than Hill. Look, I'm a massive Gil Missy fan. I love Gil Missy. I think he's such a talent. Maybe the Premier League is probably not the league for him, but he is a talented player. But do you think Cess could be used as that winger? Do you think Ange might get the best out of him, Mia?
The boys made a cornflakes, get rid of him.
Who, Cess or Hill?
Cess, and Hill's too weak. Get rid of him.
No, look, Boris Brett, I have apologised yesterday. I apologise today. I'd say I'll give him my man in the match as well. And I said I've been very harsh on the player, but it was my opinion. But he's winning me over. He's got to prove it now. He's got to consistently keep going at it. Keep going at it. Look. I like Gil Messi. I think Segi needs to leave. I agree with you, Mia. But I don't know. There's something about Gil Messi keeps dragging me back in that he can do it. Does he need loaning out to another Premier League club, Mia, or a Championship club to get him used to the English game? Or do you feel enough is enough?
No.
Just send them back.
Listen, enough is enough, right? We need to get rid of these players. These players that have been here and have their opportunities need to go because, sorry, they're not good enough. Hill is a good player technically. He's a good player. He's got skill, but he's just not good enough. He is getting knocked off the ball. His decision-making sometimes can be very questionable. He needs to go. And then when it comes to Sessegnon, he's made a cornflakes. The boy needs to go. We need to not be sentimental and be like, let's give this player a chance. We need to just think we need to get rid of these players to make room in our squad to get other players in.
Yeah. I don't look. I just can't look. Seg for me is an injury-prone player, which I think he just needs to go. I'm still willing to give Gil Messi a chance. I really am. And Yumi going to differ on this, a bit like Højbjerg, but I think he beef him up a bit. I think he can do something for us. There is a talent there, Mia. There is a talent. There's a genuine talent there that he can play, that he can produce the goods. He just needs a run in games, and he needs a manager to believe in him. He needs a manager to say to him, you're on my winger. you're going to do this, but I need you
But
to do
he
this for
won't
me.
be. I don't think that when it comes to our first choice wingers, that he is going to be the first choice.
No,
So
I think he'd be good as a backup winger. Yeah, as a squad player. Yeah,
no,
I
that's
think
what I'm
so.
saying. This is the whole point. It's a bit like the whole Højbjerg debate, right? He's not good enough to be the backup, right? We need a better backup and a better winger that's going to be good, right? A good winger, and
So
then a
who would
backup's
you
going
right?
to be good.
You keep saying
and
that. So
someone
who
else.
do you want Tottenham to go and buy to as a backup? Who do
Well,
you want?
who I like? I like that guy. Something Goglu, his name is from Turkey. He's really good. Or
he
do
is
you know
good.
who my dream would be? My dream backup winger, or not backup, my dream first choice winger would be Elise.
Yeah, he's
Flipping love
brilliant.
Elise. He's fantastic.
Yes, he is. Look,
So when you look at sort of players like that, Dermot, and then you look at someone like Hill makes Jakey look overweight. Like he's so, and my Jake's not got 1% fat on his body, right? Just saying, he's not got even 1%.
I know what you're saying.
Hill is exactly the same. He is literally not got nothing on him, and he gets knocked off the ball. He's not for the English game, is my opinion.
No, you see him playing for Valencia, and he played brilliant for Valencia. He was outstanding for them. There is a talent there. Well, you and me are not this good. He's a talented player.
Yeah, no, he's talented, but it's just not for the
Premier League.
Prem. He's too. He hasn't got enough about him.
For a backup to Vicario, that Tottenham are looking at Bazzuno as well, our number one goalkeeper. He's Mia, he's very good at distributing the ball. He's very good at getting it out that quick, playing the Ange way. Are you happy we've signed Foster up to 2025, or do you think we need to go for a younger backup goalkeeper to deputise for Vicario? Where's your thoughts on that?
I think the Forster thing, I think people got really annoyed about it. But for me, if Lloris goes, we need a senior player in the squad. And I do think that our youngsters are probably not quite good enough. So we probably, in the summer, need to get somebody else in, I think, and get rid of some keepers and have a set keeper, a backup keeper, and then obviously maybe have a Forster as someone who's just around and just in case. We should get Gazaniga back. I want him back in those tight leggings.
Oh God, here we go again.
Him and Romero in my team. I'll be like, that would be like the best thing ever. I literally would have died.
I've just realised what you might be doing, Mia. I do not want to go there. Conte Phillips passed out with that. He's just passed out completely. He's gone. No, this is not my stream for me. This is not my stream for me.
Do you know what I think? Like Tequila said, how many goalkeepers do you want? But what I'm trying to say, Tequila, is that we're going to keep Forster for now. We're going to get a youngster, and when Forster's contract's up, then we'll be able to get someone else, because we do really need 3 just in case. Don't you normally have 3? You have a backup and then an extra one just in case.
I think people need to look at Bazzuno. For me, the Southampton goalkeeper.
But he'll want to play. He'll want to play first team, won't he?
I think if he went to Tottenham, he'd be quite prepared. And you got 2 goalkeepers fighting for the number 1 spot. And that's what you want. You look at Arsenal, right? They got Ramsdale and they got Raya, and there's such a division in that dressing room. If you look at it. And you look at Tottenham, we're so together. And I think if you brought in Bazzuno would buy into the Ange stuff, would buy into the squad stuff. We're just
I
talking
think you're
about
Irish bias there, but I think that I don't know if I want him.
I'm going to get
I think that he's back up. But if he's back up, he's never going to get a real chance anyway. No. He's not going to come in because we don't want a situation like what they've created down the road with their goalkeepers.
I don't think we would.
Not what you want.
I don't think we would. Look, I was talking about Bazzuno, Philip, looking to go and get him from Southampton as a number 2 to Vicario, and like have him in there. If we're in Europe, to play him in the League Cup, the FA Cup, play him in the early rounds of the Champions League, and have him there when we need to rest Vicario. We've got a very capable goalkeeper within our net. Where would you go with that? I mean, Mia said it's my Irish my Irish bias, but I think he's great with his feet, Philip. You may have watched him enough. Distribution with the ball is fantastic.
Yeah, both. I think I tend to agree with me on this one, because if we hadn't bought Vicario, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to work. We don't want a repeat of Arsenal situation, and that's what there would.
would.
That's what there would be, Dermot. There would be.
I don't
think
He's used to playing. He's used to playing. Sitting on the bench would only be a retrospective move for him, I think. He's a great goalkeeper. I would love to have him at the club, but only if we didn't have Vicario. Fraser Foster is a more than adequate deputy.
I
not
don't
really.
think.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
I do.
I think Fraser Foster. I don't. I think Bazunu, for me, he's a current international player. He bring that back up here, bring that stability that we need if Vicario's injured. We need a decent goalkeeper that can work together. Foster, for me, has had his time. I agree with Mir, he's there because he's a senior member. I understand that. But for me, Bazunu, you need to look to the future. We've been saying for a long time, Bazunu, for me, is the future. Him and Vicario together. Every great team has two good goalkeepers.
No, they don't. They always have one and then a backup, because otherwise you're going to create a problem. Boris here says he's completely correct. Bazunu left City, so he wasn't on the bench. Why would he come and sit on Tottenham's bench? It's going to create the exact same problem that Raya and what's his name's got.
But he won't be always on the bench.
He will, Dermot, because you don't rest goalkeepers. You don't rest goalkeepers. You don't rest goalkeepers. You don't rest goalkeepers.
If we're in 4 competitions last year, you're going to use your whole squad. If we're in the Premier League, the Champions League, say, or the Europa League, you got the Carabao Cup and you got the FA Cup. That's 4 competitions. Okay, you rotate your squad. You need.
You're not going to change. You're not going to change a winning. You can change the outfield players. You rarely change the. You might change the goalkeeper. Is Bazuma going to come to Tottenham to play 6 matches a season? No.
Okay, well let's get it this way then. Okay, we don't go for Bazuma. Who do you want in as a backup goalkeeper?
I'm happy enough as it is at the minute. I'm not worried about the goalkeeping position.
He's let us down last season, Philip. How
many last season? Last season, a lot of players let us down last season. Though, sacked a lot of them. If that's the case.
I don't think he's a very good goalkeeper. That's just my opinion.
I think he's adequate. I think he's adequate. I don't think he's great, but I think he's adequate for now. I think we needed to keep him there because Lloris is going to leave. And I don't think any of our youngsters are good enough. So we needed to make sure that we've got somebody there who is adequate. And that's what's going to happen. And then when he leaves, we'll probably get someone, a second keeper, or like I say, get rid of our youngsters and bring in a third keeper who can obviously be there and learn the ways. And then when Forster goes, they can be the set number 2. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I just don't like. I get nervous when Foster comes in.
But Dermot, do you think that Daniel Levy is going to authorize 25 million to buy a goalkeeper to sit on the bench? I don't.
Look, it's just my opinion. I understand what you guys.
No, I love. He's a great goalkeeper, but in the present circumstances, he's not an option for Tottenham just at this moment in time.
I would love to see him at Tottenham, but look, that's just my opinion. I understand what you guys are saying too, but look, how about that that Moroccan goalkeeper, Bono?
Bono, the edge. Yeah. He'd have the edge on Bazuma, wouldn't he?
Yeah. No, seriously,
yeah, all right, okay.
Now we've seen him in the World Cup, Philip. What do you think about that?
Yeah, he's good. He was good. Yeah, he was good. But then again, then does a goalkeeper want to come? See, this is the thing. Goalkeepers want to come and walk straight into the first team, which he's probably at the minute, wherever he's playing. He's not going to get that situation if he comes to Tottenham. He's going to be sitting on the bench.
Yeah, look, Amir's right. Our youngsters are not ready. She's spot on with that comment. I don't think. Well, you look at Donnelly came on yesterday. I think some of them are ready.
He got 2 minutes. Did he touch the ball?
I just don't trust Foster. I wouldn't trust him in an important. If we played him in an FA Cup early round, say, I just wouldn't trust him. I just would.
I don't think he'd be played. I think he's happy to sit. He's got an extra year in his contract now. He's happy to sit. We're getting his big money every week. Vicario will play as long as he's not fit, as long as he's not injured.
Yeah. Just a big up to Lee. I want to say also a massive happy birthday to Colin. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Colin.
Afternoon, gents and lady. Hope you're well. Just a quick hello.
I hope that team of yours gives you a good birthday present tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, I am going to ask him, will he come on with me to do that game? we can get a break in
Well-
reaction of Man United tomorrow night against Harry Kane's Bayern Munich. Me and Philip
So
will.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, go on,
I
Mia.
was going to say. So now I will remember your birthday, Colin, because it's the day after my Alex's birthday. So
Yeah.
Me and
remember
Philip
that now.
will be giving our pre-match thoughts to them two games coming up, a pre-record later. So watch out for that as me and Philip look ahead to a massive Champions League couple of nights coming up, Philip. We've got Bono wouldn't leave Saudi. He moved to Saudi last year. Yeah, he did. And then happy birthday, Colin. Sorry about United, mate, Colin. We've got sorry, I'm washing my hands. I'll pay you a tenner if you come on. I'll pay you a tenner. And then we've got Ali. Do you want to read this?
Akash Rusha.
A cash,
Big up.
yeah.
Big up Akash. He says yesterday victory was good. Of course it was good.
Was
because
indeed.
it's Tottenham. And then Colin saying thanks, guys. Look, that's it. That is Newsbeat for today. The post-match show, of course, with myself, Dermot, aka Dermatron, the lovely Mia, aka the Romero lover, and then
That's right. I've been called a lot worse.
and then we've got down below Philip Brady, aka the Irish Tom Jones, and also we're bringing you more stuff this week. Philip, we've got a lot this week, haven't we? We've got the
Yes, we
two
have.
Champions
Yeah.
League watch along. We've got 3 watch alongs this week. We've got the roundtable discussion, which is back on Thursday. The Cock Clock podcast, which is on Saturday, and we've got Newsbeat every day between 4 and 5 every day. So, Mia, do you want to, as Tequila's just again very greatly as a great mod should put links
Thank
in
you,
chat.
Tequila.
See, he works well for me because I'm going to start paying him proper Jaffa cakes.
He told me he don't need Jaffa cakes anymore because he's trying to be good. Because I told him
No.
he's banned from Jaffa cakes.
No,
for a year.
Phillips brought back special Jaffa cakes. These
Well,
are
anyway, let's get to my channel.
This is spread with special strawberries on top. So that's what.
Right, let's get rid of him and his jibber jabber. I don't talk about that.
Yeah.
There we go. We get rid of Mia. Anyway, Mia, plug your channel.
Right, so if you come over Spurs Between the Lines, I've got some great guests lined up to do my 12 Days of Christmas, which starts tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I've got Jose is my first one, so please make sure you watch those. I've got my live tomorrow evening with the girlies. Today was the debate. On Wednesday, I've got my members show, so there's plenty of content coming up. Also, I did a show today with my review of the game. So if you haven't watched that already, go and watch that too. So there's going to be loads and loads of content. I've got some absolutely fabulous people coming on who did these 12 Days of Christmas for me. And it's really nice to get to know people a little bit more. You get to know a bit more of their backstory and like a few different questions that I've asked them that I thought maybe don't get asked when we're on streams. So I think it's quite a nice way to get to know people a little bit better. So yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
They're really good ones. I've really enjoyed doing them.
Yeah, well, big up to me. Also a valued member of the family here on THFC till I die as well. Always ready to help when I need help. She is a top person. So please show her respect and show her some loyalty as well, because she is a diamond of the Spurs community. She's a rough diamond. She really is.
How's
to compliment and then take it all back in one word? You know, geez.
Yeah. Jesus, that's a bit mean.
Okay, you're a 42 carat diamond. How's that?
Oh, geez.
There you go.
Yeah, she's thinking about it.
No,
Sure.
I mean, a
I'll
rough
get back to you on that
diamond is
one.
a good thing, Mia. You're edgy.
Just
and you
digging
give your-
yourself a hole. I would just stop right now if I was you.
I'm so in the mud. I agree with Tequila. I am so in the mud. Never mind. Also, please all get over to Colin and Bobby and us as our partner channel over the Full Time Sports Network as well, where you will find lots of stuff. This Saturday, we are doing the joint stream with the Full Time Sports Network. We're doing Tottenham versus Arsenal, the ladies' North London derby at 5 to 12. That kicks off. I will get the time. You can see both channels games on this channel. Of course, also here on us. Philip, do you want to plug our channel? Give our channel a little plug while you're here.
Oh yeah, THFC till I die. We're we're becoming the watch along channel there. Not only Spurs but other teams that we're doing. Man United and Bayern tomorrow night. We're doing Newcastle and AC Milan on Wednesday night, and then we're back in the real world on Friday night and doing Tottenham in the Forest.
And then,
in the meantime, there's going what?
So we've got Man United Liverpool Sunday as well.
Yeah, I know. That'll be good.
That'd be lovely.
Might need to get the calculator out for that one. That could be a good game. And and then on Thursday we've got the roundtable discussion about whatever comes up, basically whatever is in the news that particular day, and Newsbeat as well every day. So busy stuff. And coming up to Christmas, it'll be getting very busy with all the matches coming on.
Yeah, and also we've got loads of stuff coming out Christmas Day. We've got the alternative to the King's speech. We've got the Godfather speech coming out 3 p.m. Christmas Day. The Godfather of the Tottenham community will give his alternative speech to the King's speech. So, Philip, you need to get that speech perfect. It's going to be 20 minutes long. It's going to come out of 3. Let's see.
Seconds.
No, it's not be 20 seconds. I mean, if it was the Queen, we would ask Mia to do it because she's a lady, so she'd be a queen. Well, maybe you should do it together. The King and Queen of the Spurs community.
No,
What's he on? What's he on? What's he on?
I don't know.
I'm on dodgy strawberries.
I'm just googling now how to phase somebody out of your life when they're on the YouTube channel with you. Do you know what I'm saying? I've just googled it now to find out.
Thanks, Mia. I love you too. Thank you very much. We've got.
I just bought myself the Spurs second strip kit shirt today now, so I've got that to wear over Christmas as well. So the blue one.
I'm buying a Tottenham hoodie off the.
I like the third kit. I love that colour. I really like
the salmon one. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
What for Philip in the third kit? That looks like you're not wearing the top at all. To be fair.
Yeah, true.
I mean, maybe for you really white people, but I've got a bit of tan about me, so not for me.
Oh, maybe. I'd be better on a bit of tan, all right, Yeah. Right.
Tequila says, I guarantee Phil will make more sense than Charles.
Oh dear.
And Boris is saying that you're sniffing too many bath salts. I am,
yeah.
With that, Boris.
Yeah, I know. 100%. And the Keeler Dermo is in the mud. I am so in the mud. But listen, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Mia, again for coming on. You're an absolute diamond for coming on.
Thanks, Mia, for standing in. Apologies for being late and everything, but
thanks for turning up late, Philip.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's better to be here than not here at all.
You can put a black mark in the attendance book for me.
I will, yeah. I'll put a big X. Mia's got 4 stars so far. She's been brilliant. She's been very top of the class, Mia. She gave me an apple today. So
don't worry that it's a poisoned apple, Philip. So don't.
Oh, right.
Tequila said, "Thank you for the show, guys. Thank you for everything you do in the chat as well, Tequila. Listen, thank you all for watching. And whatever you do, we've got plenty more content. Get over to Spurs Between the Lines, Full-Time Sport Networks, Just Go Love Spurs, and also THFC Till I Die. And give us all a subscription, give us all a like, and also please pick up our memberships and everything like that. Whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Me and Philip will be back later with some content. Come on, you Spurs. In Big Ange, we trust.
Yeah.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
To bring together a group of remarkable people.
Choo-choo.
To see if we could become